Good afternoon. Welcome to the North American Sports Report. I'm Billy DiNapoli. We got a lot of NFL to talk about. The big story is the calls in the Denver-Buffalo game. By the way, I have to make this announcement because YouTube and all the social medias, every time I post music, I have to get copyright permission unless I just post the NFL theme music. They don't care about that. This is my music. I wrote it with Joe Labadia and we own the rights to it. So when YouTube and Facebook screen my shows, I own this music. I have the rights to it. So I just want to get that out. This is Wild America, a rock band I toured with for years. That was my main gig for a while. Anyway, back to sports. So, I want to say this. A lot of people are talking about the Brandon Cooks non-catch interception in the Broncos-Bills game yesterday. When I saw it bang bang at live speed, I thought for certain that it was that he didn't completely control the ball. He had the ball, but you have to control, just like the Calvin Johnson and Dez Bryant, this is why they changed the rules. You have to control the ball through the contact with the ground. And I didn't feel like he did that. I felt like the ball was taken away from him. Now, the pass interference calls at the end of the game, they were legit. I have no problem with those. I did think that maybe Cooks was interfered with on a play into the end zone before the end of regulation when Buffalo kicked the field goal. I thought that the ball could have been a little overthrown, but it wasn't that egregious, but it could have been pass interference, which brings me to my next point. If you guys saw a post I put up on my socials earlier, it's time that we start challenging certain penalties like we do replays. So they do this in the Canadian Football League. You guys know I love all football. I even watch the spring football leagues. But the Canadian Football League is not a joke league. The league's been around damn near 100 years. And they produce high-quality players. And they have a replay system which also replays penalties. Now, you can't replay every penalty. I know a lot of people are like, oh, the game's going to take all day. You can't do that. You can. It's the same way you do the challenges for replays. You have your flags, you got 3 chances, and you got to pick your spots. But I've seen this in the Canadian Football League for the last 3 seasons work time and time again to ensure that you get the right results from these games and these crucial spots. If you see a call that's missed, the coach can throw his flag, they'll review it, and if it's legit, they'll overturn it or they'll throw a flag that wasn't thrown. And that will fix all of this. And the NFL has stolen plenty of stuff. They've stolen 2-point conversions from the USFL. They stole their kickoff rules now from the Spring League. All this technological, behind-the-scenes, mic'd-up quarterback, all this stuff, they stole that from the XFL, and there's nothing wrong with taking good ideas from other leagues. It's time they adapt this to clean this up, and it will get rid of all the bickering. So obviously that was a heartbreaking loss for the Bills, and it kills me for the Bills fans because I did pick the Bills and the Rams to make the Super Bowl. I was hoping the Bills would win, even though I did pick Denver straight. But I had the Bills in a couple of teasers, which we'll get to in a moment. Now, listen, I know a lot of the Bills fans are really aching about that Cooks play, but let's also remember, you guys turned the ball over 5 times. Josh threw 2 picks, 2 fumbles. Cook fumbled. I mean, that cost you 5 turnovers. You didn't play a clean game. Now, granted, you were ahead in the fourth quarter, 27-23, but then you let Bo Nix and company go right down the field and score the go-ahead touchdown. Now, I did think that it was possible that Cooks was interfered with before they kicked the game-tying field goal. Okay, I did. Which could have ended the game instead of it going to overtime. There's also people that are talking about a holding call that would have ended the game 32-30 against Buffalo in the end zone when they were backed up. Now, I did kind of think that was at the goal line. It might have been at the 1.5 yard line. I don't think it was quite in the end zone. But if it's on the goal line, it's in the end zone. So that's another one. These are all plays that could have been reviewed and gotten correct. And listen, again, 5 turnovers. You kind of didn't deserve to win the game with all those mistakes, but these questionable calls, these borderline things, and I'm not saying that they called it an interception at the time, and all day yesterday I posted that I thought it was legit. But I watched that 20 freaking times, and after watching it 20 times, I don't know. They definitely should have taken their time and taken a closer look at it. And you saw Sean McDermott in the postgame. He lamented the fact that they didn't do that. So a very tough loss for Buffalo. My heart aches for the Bills Mafia. And now the Broncos move on to the AFC Championship, and we found out the play before the final throw that Nix made, which drew the pass interference, he broke his ankle. So now he's not even going to play in the AFC Championship game, so we're going to have to see the AFC Championship with a backup quarterback. Anyway, obviously in my NFL picks, they have not been as successful as my college. I'm 9 games over. I hit college at 60% all year, 38, 29, and 2. NFL, I came into the week 5 games under 500, so obviously I'm throwing a lot of picks to win my little on-air contest with myself. And normally I would never place this many bets in a week. We should never do this when you're betting with actual money. That's called chasing. That's not the way you do it. But I did post 10 picks that I gave up in my short yesterday. I went on and did a short today. And I actually, I write all this stuff down, and I actually was 1-4 yesterday. I thought I was 2-3. I did not have Seattle and the under. I had it on DraftKings, and I do post my DraftKings, ledger, but I did not give it out on the show. I gave out the Bills and under teaser, and the Bills and under Bills, not under Seattle, which I had thought I'd given out, and Seattle. It's what I meant to give out, because that's also what I bet on DraftKings. But on the show, I gave out the Bills, the under in the Bills game, and Seattle in a 3-team teaser. That was a loser. The Bills and under teaser was a loser. I did not think that they were going to score 63 points in this game. I thought a 2-team teaser with that, with the way the Denver defense played, was a good bet. I also thought the Niners would keep the game close. I had the Niners in 2 other teasers. Those were 2 other losses. My only win was the Denver Broncos minus 1.5. So I went 1-4 on the show yesterday. Bad job. Thank you to my old childhood friend, Vincent Jamroga. I mean, me and this guy used to talk football in elementary school on the school bus on our way, and he watches the show. And I had Vinny reach out. I also had a buddy of mine, Sammy from Florida, and say, hey man, I wrote down all your picks. You didn't pick 6 picks, you picked 5, and you went 1-4, not 2-3, 3-3, and they are correct. And that is also too, sometimes I don't bet on DraftKings. I don't bet 10 games. I bet like 3 or 4, and sometimes they're not the picks that I pick here, and I have it all jotted down. I got it mixed up. We were 1-4 yesterday. Here's what we have left. We have the under in the Patriots game, and it's still 40.5. We have Seattle and the Patriots in a money line parlay, which is still alive because Seattle won. We have the Rams, we have Seattle and the Patriots in a teaser, and the Rams and Seattle in a money line parlay. We have the under in the Patriots game. We have the Patriots straight -3, and we have Chicago plus 4.5, but that line has changed. We're getting off of that. We are going to take, so we're 1-4 yesterday, and that puts us now at 74, 80, and 1 on the season in the NFL. 74, 80, and 1. We have not had a good year in the NFL. I mean, there are worse, but I have been throwing a lot of picks at the wall to try to chase the effort to get over 500, and that is usually, I always tell you guys, when I preach about betting responsibly, the more you play, the more you have a chance to lose. But this is for fun, it's for entertainment, and we analyze all the games, and I give you the injury reports, and we're here to have a good time. I never claimed to be a professional handicapper. Now, I did come on the air in August, and I started giving these picks out during college. I also gave you 8 picks during the Major League Baseball season, and I went 6-2 in MLB, 9 games over 500 in college, but I have not been able to find the elixir in the NFL. Not this year, anyway. So we are 74, 80, and 1 after going 1-4 yesterday. Today's picks, we do have under 40.5 in the Patriots game. Okay? We have the Pats. We do think the Patriots are going to win this game. And now, the winner of the Patriot-Houston game is looking good because they're going to go to Denver and play a backup quarterback. But be careful. Jarrett Stidham is a very capable backup. He's an 8-9-year veteran. I believe his rookie year he was one of the backups on the Patriots when they won the Super Bowl. Tom's last Super Bowl in New England was Stidham's rookie year, I do believe. So Stidham is capable, and he has been a starter in this league. So be careful. Be careful with that. But, I mean, still, if you're going to play them, you got to feel good that now you're not going to see Bo Nix. But it's terrible for the NFL for Bo Nix to not be in this game. It's terrible for the NFL. I think it sucks. So, we have the Patriots under 40.5. We have the Patriots -3. We have the Rams. Oh, we got a caller coming in here. We have the Rams and Seattle in a teaser. Okay. I'm sorry, Rams Seattle in a money line parlay. That's -155. So that means you put down $155 to win 100. So we have Rams Seattle in the money line parlay. We have the Patriots -3. We have the under in the Patriot game. We also have the Seahawks and the Patriots in a teaser. We already have the Seattle part. So we need the Patriots +3. Those are the 4 that we have on the board remaining. We are getting rid of the Chicago pick. We gave out Chicago +4.5, but that line has now changed. The line is now 3.5, and honestly, I've changed my thinking on this. I'm going to tell you why. I've looked back at Matt Stafford's career, and he always had a great record in cold weather games when he was in Detroit, and honestly, the cold weather didn't affect him in the Eagle game last year. They could have easily won that game. So I'm going to take the Rams straight at -3.5, and I'm also taking the Rams and the Patriots in a teaser. Taking the Rams and the Patriots in a teaser. So that will make the Patriots +3, and the Rams will be +2.5. So that's it. We're adding 2 to the game. Again, we're trying to chase our under 500 record in the NFL. Again, 6 games under the mark for the season. But hey, we have given 155 wagers. Okay? 74, 80, and 155. We've done prop bets, we do teasers, we've done straight bets, we do over-under totals, because that's what people play on DraftKings. It's not just, a lot of these shows, they do that, but some of the shows just give out the point spreads of the winners and losers. I know that gamblers don't play that way. They use all of the plays available to the DraftKings FanDuel world, and we endorse DraftKings, so I have given out all that based on the Vegas lines. And, listen, 6 games under 500, 155 plays. A lot of plays. So, again, we have the Pats under 40.5. We have the Pats -3. We love the Pats today. If the Pats lose, we're going to take another beating. We have Seattle and the Pats in a teaser. We have Seattle and the Rams in a money line parlay. Make sure we get all this documented so I don't confuse my actual DraftKings plays with what I give out on the show like I did yesterday. So Pats under, Pats -3, Seattle Patriots teaser. We already have the Seattle portion. Seattle Rams moneyline parlay. We already have the Seattle portion there. And we're taking the Rams and Patriots in a teaser. And we're taking the Rams straight -3.5. I just think the Rams are better, even though they haven't played that great in their last 4 to 5 games. I think they're better than the Bears. I don't believe in the Bears' defense. The Bears' defense is a little banged up. Weather and their second half comebacks and the electrifying Caleb Williams is what the Bears have going for them. And listen, the Bears could very well win the game. I could be wrong for switching my initial pick, but when I saw the line go from 4.5 to 3.5, I wanted to switch it up. So we have the Rams and the Bears. Again, it's 5 degrees in Chicago. It's going to feel like -10 with the wind chill. But again, Matthew Stafford, his last 3 games in Soldier Field, when he was with the Lions, he was 3-0. So we're going on that. And although the Texans' defense is super scary, I feel like Vrabel and the Patriots at home are going to find a way. I don't think the Texans' offense is very good, and now Nico Collins, their wide receiver, is out of the game. So I'm still going to ride with the Patriots. So we went 1-4 yesterday. We've got 6 more plays today, which we have already given out. We just added the Rams straight and the Rams and Patriots in a teaser. We have the Patriots straight. We have the Patriots under 40.5 straight. And then we have 2 more teasers, Seattle Patriots. 2 more combo plays. We have Seattle Patriot teaser and Seattle Rams in a money line parlay. We already have the Seattle portion in that. We need the Rams and the Patriots to oblige. Maybe we can have a little bit of a comeback today. We got 6 more plays and we're 6 games under 500. That's how we are in the NFL. Again, guys, this is for fun. When I'm betting with cash, I'm going to actually give you my DraftKings numbers for the year when we're all done after the Super Bowl. When I'm betting with cash, I'm never a big spender. I rarely ever bet more than $50 a game. I believe in responsible gambling. Sometimes I'll get a little crazy, 100, maybe even 150 once in a blue moon. But I've never ever really lost too much money in a full year of gambling in my life. I think in my life I'm probably dead even in probably a 38-year history of. I've probably been placing wagers since I was 8 years old. So in 38 years, I don't think I've ever won or lost more money one way or the other. I've always been around even. I've had years where I've won, I've had years where I lost, but if I look at it all, I'm probably right about even lifetime. I know this year, when I look at my DraftKings, I keep a lot of money in that account. I put $2,500 in. I've withdrawn $2,500 for wins. And I've got about $500 sitting in it right now. So again, my winnings and what I put into it are about even. Because again, all the picks for the contest that I give out on the show, I'm not like filing them in with the book. But you should never do that. That's bet a few games every week, have some fun on DraftKings, keep the wagers small, and you'll have a great time. Legalized sports gambling is wonderful. Again, we fully endorse DraftKings. So that's it, guys. We got to get out of here because the Patriot game starts in 7 minutes. We like the Pats and the Rams tonight. Again, we went over everything in the Bills game. As far as the Niners and the Seahawks game, we didn't touch on that much. Sam Darnold only had to go 12 of 17 for 124 yards and a touchdown. That's because the team ran for 175 yards in the game. And, they were just fantastic. If you want, we can give you the numbers for that real quick. The Seattle defense was unbelievable yesterday, but then again, listen, you got to remember, the Niners, bless their little hearts, they were really too banged up to compete in that game. A 41-6 drubbing, by the way. They were too banged up to compete in that game. There's just too many guys for that fired up freaking Seahawks team with that defense playing at home. They really didn't have a chance. And Kenneth Walker, 19 carries for 116 yards and 3 touchdown runs. He averaged over 6 runs a carry. And everybody, Charbonneau did leave the game with an injury. We're going to check on that during the week. And then Shaheed with the 97-yard kick return to start the game off. And it was, all downhill from there. McCaffrey got banged into that game. The Niners never had a chance. They just didn't have a healthy group. And right now, my pick for the Super Bowl was, in August, I gave out the Bills and the Rams. I honestly got to say, if the Rams win today, whoever wins today going to Seattle, they're going to be up against it. I think Seattle is the best team that I've seen. But anyway, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go watch the Patriots and Texans game. Congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks, who advanced the NFC Championship game, as well as the Denver Broncos, who will have to play the AFC Championship game with Jarrett Stidham at quarterback. Again, we also told you that John Harbaugh, now he's official. He is the new coach of the New York Giants. Congratulations to the Giants. That's a great hire. And we will see you guys tomorrow. We're going to do a pregame at about 6:30 for the national championship game, the Miami Hurricanes against the Indiana Hoosiers. I've seen so much media that I'm ready for the game. I'm overblown my brain with media and coverage. I think that it's going to be a great game. The spread is still 8.5 and the over-under is 47.5. I'm surprised the spread is that high. I expect the Canes to be ready to play. I'll be surprised if they get blown out like 70% of the country is saying that they are. Anyway, God bless. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The North American Sports Report. And please follow Billy DiNapoli on Instagram and Facebook. Also, please follow us on Facebook, because we have the North American Sports Report page on Facebook as well. We also have a North American Sports Report fan page where you could come on and post your own stuff and talk about sports and post your own pictures and all that stuff. But again, don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm Billy DiNapoli. We'll see you tomorrow evening as we preempt the national championship game. Thank you for watching the North American Sports Report, and I'm out of here.